All right, Scorpios, time to see what's going on with you for the last half of the month. See if any timelines changed. See if you maybe started making things work out for the better, or maybe even the worst. Who knows? Anyway, let's hop into it. Universe, what do we got for Scorpio? What do we got for Scorpio for the last half of April 2019? Oh, here we go. Oof, 7 of Wands in the reverse. Cool, cool. Let's get 7 shuffles on that. 1, 2, and oops, 3, 4 more. 4 more. Here's 1, 2, 3. 1 more. I know that's the most annoying part, but it just has to be that way. I don't know why. Don't know why. I can't explain it. It just has to be that way. So anyway, Scorpio, let's see what's happening. All right. Dang. Energy influencing you is the moon in the reverse. Okay. So I'm seeing a little bit of confusions going on here. Seeing that a little bit of confusion, maybe. Okay. I definitely think you probably have been going through a period of changes and you're about done with it. You're about done with this little gestation period of just changes. You know what I'm saying? Like different ways of looking at things, different ways of handling people, different ways of perceiving conversations and whatnot. Just things of that nature, you know, and I think for the last half of the month, you're pretty much done with that. You know, you're pretty much coming out of that. People may be seeing you, though, as the 5 of Swords. Determined. Determined. Defeat at all costs. We'll play dirty if you have to. Okay? But on the inside right here, I kind of feel like you almost feel like the door is slammed shut on you. Is what I'm feeling here. All right? Because this right here made itself known. All right? So even though people may be perceiving you as determined, on the inside, I kind of feel like this is what you got going on more than anything. It's like, dude, there's nothing to fight here. You know, this door is slammed shut. I can't bust my way through it. Let's see here. There you are, the first card in the spread. All right. Definitely a situation came to an end. I feel like you're really clinging on to it. You're not really letting it be known, I don't think. Not really letting it be known, but you're kind of clinging on to it. And some of you may kind of feel a little bit bad. May kind of feel a little bit guilty. Some secrets may have came out, possibly, but it could have been you keeping secrets. I know y'all get a bit of a bad rap for that, but I still kind of see, for the most part, some of you are kind of looking and thinking, man, you know, I could have done that a little bit better, you know? Like, person you're dealing with, though, they feel like this was a complete and total waste of their time. That's how they feel. So they're not really interested. It may have been them that slammed the door on you. They got the Ace of Wands in the reverse right here. And the 6 of Wands reversed. All right. They feel like this was the best decision they could possibly make. This was fair. This was the most fair, you know, logical, legitimate, reasonable decision that could have been made here, was to do this and to keep it going if you're the one that did it. Yeah, I kind of feel like some of you may feel like abandoned. You may kind of feel like they left you out in the cold. It could go the other way, you know. Either way right here. So for the most part, I feel like you're kind of sticking to yourself. Could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra possibly. Or another Scorpio. Doesn't really matter though. But kind of shutting yourself down and not really being all that emotionally available. The person you're dealing with is very, very drained by this. Very, very drained. Could have possibly been a third-party situation. Don't jump straight to that though. If it wasn't, just chuck that straight out the window. But they're not working on this. They're very drained by this connection. And if anything, I feel like they kind of want to keep their options open. But I don't really know how well they're functioning with that, you know. Doesn't really look like they're doing very good. They're very, very drained. This right here just kind of feel like almost makes both of you just tired, you know, is kind of what I'm getting out of this. Kind of what I'm getting there, man. You know, it's not like the most dramatic looking reading I've seen in the world, but it does kind of have this to it, you know, like, oh God, is it over yet? Is it over yet? Kind of that, you know what I mean? Anyway, though, let's look a little bit more into the person you're dealing with here. look a little bit more into the person, people, and or situations. Hey, see? Sun in the reverse. They're not really all that happy. Person, people, and or situations playing the biggest influence on Scorpio. Oh, maybe a bit of a control freak you're dealing with here, possibly. Either that or they just completely lost control of the situation. I don't know. Let's see here. 4 shuffles. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so High Priestess is the energy influencing them. I kind of feel like, for the most part, they may have been a bit of a control freak, possibly, you know, like somebody that tries to make everything go their way. And that doesn't really fly with Scorpio, because that's your job, isn't it? I'm just playing. Anyway, though, their intuition kind of told them, you can't control this, dude. You can't, it ain't going to work. The harder you try to control, it's like a Chinese finger trap. You know, the harder you try to pull your fingers out, the tighter it, you know, kind of that thing, kind of energy, if that makes any sense right there. So yeah, 2 10s in the reverse right next to each other. Okay, they're not too happy about it, maybe struggling with money just a little bit, but they're not showing it. They're not letting you know. All right, they're staying very, very, you know, I'm okay with this right here, but down on the inside, no, not really. Not really, you know. So they are, it looks like that they're, now it's time for them now to go through a period of changes. You're coming out of it, it's time for them to go into it, okay? And get over the feeling of feeling sorry for themselves and all this shit right here. I kind of feel like they know that that's a bit ridiculous, so that's why they're not showing it. But on the inside, they really do feel sorry for themselves. And it's time for them to, they're going into a period of changes. You could be dealing with a Pisces, by the way. Yeah, but it definitely looks like, could be an Aquarius as well, but this is something they will not move on from very soon. Okay, they're still very, very heartbroken by this. But again, they're not showing it. They're not revealing how they feel to you. They're not showing it here. I mean, they know, like I said, one of the reasons why they're not revealing too much is because they understand. They understand what went wrong, where it went wrong, and that basically their feelings of heartbreak really don't make a difference. They understand that, is what I'm getting out of this right here. So that's one of the reasons why they're not showing it, because what difference does it make? Fuck's the point in showing it? What good's that going to do? What's that going to fix? Nothing, you know? So, let's look at what timeline Scorpio's headed towards. Timelines is Scorpio headed towards. Where's this situation headed? Based on the timeline Scorpio's on now. Hangman in the reverse. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. I don't really see you feeding us too much emotional power right here. I really don't. Y'all may end up communicating again. You may end up communicating right here. But I kind of feel like you're really, really nervous about it. Really, you're probably going to remain very, very nervous about this connection for, at least the rest of the month. But I don't really see any communication. But I'm feeling like just the thought of coming together with this individual or speaking to them or anything of that nature makes you very, very, very nervous. Very nervous. And again, here's that 7 of Swords reversed again. Like I said, some secrets may have been revealed. Okay? Somebody could have got caught in some lies, but some of you could also feel pretty guilty, like you played a big part in what went wrong here. All right? So again, I don't really think a decision is going to be made to come together, because I think just the thought of it freaks you out. So for the most part, I mean, this is the best decision to make. This is the only way you're going to be able to find a sense of victory in any of this right here, is to get over the disappointment, you know, stop looking at all that negative shit. Still feel you being a little bit lonely, but very, very much like the person that you're dealing with, you're not showing it either. You know, you're in control. You're pretty much in control. You got your emotions in check, but deep, deep down in there, you still kind of long for something, but the thought of it just makes you too nervous. Damn, Scorpio. That's some intense shit right there. That is some intense shiz. All right, so what advice do we have? Advice for my Scorpios for the last half of the month. What advice do we have? Advice for my Scorpios. Advice. Come on, cards. See, there it is again. I don't know if you noticed or not, but this was just in your last spread. Don't, cut it out. Cut it out, okay? 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Watch your tongue, Scorpio. Watch your tongue. There's that 6 of Wands again, too. I think you need to focus more on your money. All right? Don't try to be too terribly independent with it either. All right? Don't try to do everything financially all by yourself. Okay? Like if you go out to eat with your friends and shit like that, don't be that first person that just has to pay the bill. If you can't afford it, just don't. All right, but either way, don't be too independent. If you need help, definitely ask for it. If somebody offers it, don't try to play that tough card like, no, I'm good, if you're really not, okay? If help presents itself to you, take that opportunity. Also, watch out. You may end up wanting to party a little bit too much, possibly, or indulge in anything that makes you feel a little bit too happy, makes you feel a little too good. Just watch out and be careful in that aspect. But you need to throw the sword down, okay? You need to toss that sword down. And just don't try to fight. Watch your tongue. Don't argue with people. And this is where you'll find your sense of victory. So in a way, you kind of didn't need this advice. But, All right. So, I hope that helped. Hope that gave you the clarity and guidance that you needed throughout the rest of the month. I greatly appreciate all of you that tuned in. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram or all that good stuff, the information is in the description, all right? Going to go ahead and hop on out of here, and I'll see y'all next month, all right? Have a good one.